The shutdown is over, and NASA confirms they're releasing the HiRISE images of Atlas within days from today, November 15th, 2025. This is what we've been waiting for. The highest resolution images of Atlas ever captured. Better than Hubble, better than anything we've seen. And they're coming this week. Let me tell you why these images matter so much. On October 2nd and 3rd, 2025, the HiRISE camera aboard NASA's Mars Reconnaissance orbiter captured Atlas when it came within 29 million kilometers of Mars. That's incredibly close by space standards, close enough for unprecedented detail. HiRISE has a spatial resolution of about 30 kilometers per pixel. That's 3 times better than the Hubble Space Telescope, 3 times sharper, 3 times more detail on the nucleus, the jets, and that mysterious anti-tail pointing toward the sun. Speaking of the anti-tail, here's why the perspective matters. When Hubble photographed Atlas on July 21st, we saw it from an edge-on view. The line of sight was only 10 degrees separated from the direction of the sun relative to Atlas. We were looking almost directly along the anti-tail, but HiRISE gives us a side view, a completely different angle. We'll see the three-dimensional structure of that jet-shooting material toward the sun against radiation pressure. We'll understand the geometry of what's happening. We'll see if it's random outgassing or something more directed. These images will also constrain the nucleus diameter better than ever before. Even if HiRISE doesn't fully resolve the nucleus itself, the brightness of the brightest pixel sets a tight upper limit on how large it can be. Combined with what we already know from Hubble, we'll have the most accurate measurement of Atlas's actual size. Now here's the frustrating part. These images have existed since October 2nd. For 43 days, they've been held because of bureaucratic delays tied to the government shutdown. While scientists planned observations, while we prepared for December 19th, while the entire astronomical community waited for time-sensitive data that could inform our next steps. The data should have been prioritized. Science doesn't wait for bureaucracy. Atlas doesn't pause its trajectory because of government shutdowns. But the shutdown is over, and NASA is releasing the images within days. This means we're about to see what Atlas really looks like after perihelion. We're about to understand if it broke apart into fragments or remained intact. We're about to see the structure of those 7 jets and whether they form organized patterns or random sublimation. The HiRISE images answer critical questions just weeks before December 19th. When Atlas makes its closest approach to Earth, they give us baseline data. They show us what happened at perihelion from a perspective we've never had. A picture is worth 1,000 words. And these pictures have been worth waiting 43 days for, even if we shouldn't have had to wait that long. The truth about Atlas's structure is coming. Not from speculation, not from theories, from actual high-resolution imaging data captured by one of the most advanced cameras we've ever put in space. Days away. That's all we have left to wait. And when those images drop, we'll finally see what the sun did to Atlas. We'll see if it shattered or survived. We'll see the geometry of the anti-tail and jets. We'll see details no telescope has captured before. The HiRISE images are coming. The data is being released. And within days, we'll have answers to questions we've been asking since October. Stay tuned, because when NASA releases those images, you'll want to see them immediately. The truth comes from data, and the data is finally coming.